I'd say definitely the first week. The first week reason why is because you have to start out with pitching ideas first, and you don't know if that's going to be the idea you're going to be going with from the get-go, or if you're going to have to spend another week making sure that like idea makes sense, because you're going to be working on this game for 2 months, so you have to make sure this idea is very solid.
The pitching phase is really difficult as well, like trying to get a kind of a strange concept across to a lot of people clearly was really difficult.
We also didn't have too much time. I think everything had to be very like polished when it comes to the idea in the first week, so that was definitely the hardest part probably.
Showing off the presentation on like the first week, I enjoyed a lot.
That's
Where we
good.
like showed our concept off to the whole class.
I was just gonna say that I enjoyed the afterworks.
And the pub.
For it to go so well, I think. I expected that we would, I don't know, I was kind of fearing that would very represent like the exam season or the assignment season, and it was far more chill than that, which I very much appreciate.
I think it's also just, in a way, we kind of did take a risk in terms of the game we decided to make, because we decided to make it in Unity, which isn't like advised. So for one, we haven't developed like a full scale Unity game before, and for a lot of us, this is the first time we've worked with the Unity engine, as in making a game and seeing it kind of progress, I guess.
Also surprised about how much we got done. I think like even after the design phase, we got a lot more in than we thought we would. We thought we had to be cutting a lot, but I think we got most of everything in.
Oh, yeah.
And extra.
Noisy, although it was probably us that was the noisiest.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It's nice having people around to like
Yeah.
run ideas past and test your game and go, does this make sense?
Yeah.
Just turn around and say, Rui, help us.
Yeah.
I think you get used to it, because you need to realise there's like 5 different teams all working in basically a room, and all of those teams are going to be speaking to each other very loudly. So you hear some certain sus stuff,
You hear
I guess.
Katja.
Yeah. You hear a certain someone screaming on the top of their lungs.
You.
Not me.
It's part of the experience.
The part of the OA experience is weird sound. I wouldn't really change anything. For me, the perfect like OA experience is getting to make a game in Unity with people that I trust, I guess. I wouldn't really change anything about it.
Yeah, neither.
How about Ajay?
Yeah, I think it exceeded the expectations.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, definitely exceeded my expectations, I guess.
Yeah, I thought the days would go by really slowly, but actually it's been really quick, like scarily quick.
I mean, until it hits like 4 p.m, which is
Yeah.
only 2 hours before the
Yeah.
end, and you're like, your brain is fried.
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt like it's gonna be like assignment season where it's like, we need to get this done right now.
I'd say disclaimer to anyone that's like watching this: the hours are like long. When you start out, you have to like wake up. I wake up at like 9 o'clock, and then you have to be there by 10, and then that's 10 till 6. At the first week, you're gonna be dying. You're gonna be waking up. You're not gonna have any free time. You're gonna be sleeping at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you're gonna feel like by the second week you're about to get used to it, and then by now I think it changes your sleep schedule for the better, I'd say.
Didn't even make it to 11 o'clock in the first week. Went home and napped for like an hour.
Yeah.
Before coming into OA, I felt very confident in my abilities. I was like...
Where is this going?
Okay.
No.
So I came and I was like, oh yeah, I know how to develop a game by myself. But like the one thing I didn't know how to do was work with a team, like a large scale team. I've worked in a team of 3 people, but working with 5 different people was still something new to me. And I can say by the end of OA, I can now like manage and I guess also work with 5 other people or 4 other people, I guess.
That's just because it's us.
Yeah, if it was anyone else, I would have like either walked out of the room or like said my mind. It was.
I think I've definitely got a lot like better at programming. When I started, I maybe it's just because it was my like first sort of time using Unity. Especially even at the start of the project, the code I was writing was a lot worse than it is now. It was a lot longer, and that's probably why there's so many bugs at the end. But yeah, I think definitely concision and making things perfect first time better. Before it was just like, oh, that'll do.
I think the thing that will push everyone like the most is the problem solving, because even at the beginning you have some foundation of skills, and then later on, because you cannot just ignore something, you just have to find a way to fix it. And I think that type of problem solving is what is gonna improve you the most. because you're gonna have to go on the internet and find a solution, or just come up with something, or decide to do something else. So I think we definitely got better at everything we do through that.
Get Overflow.
Yeah.
By
Overflow
game.
is a game about setting water drops.
Yeah. Overflow is a game that I have no clue what's happening. I spent 4 weeks trying to explain a game to higher ups, and I'm here like every other time there's a new different explanation about what the game is without actually telling people what the game's about.
So it has physics.
So it has physics, and so Overflow is a game where you like use your PC to play, and but yeah, I'd say check it out. It's going to be on itch, maybe Steam. I don't know. I don't want to jinx us by putting it on video. If it doesn't, just cut this part out. But yeah, check it out. All of us have had really like a lot of fun making it, and we've put a lot of like blood, sweat, and tears into
Don't
it.
skip the dialogue.
I've enjoyed it.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.